Hello, hello, my beautiful people. We are live today doing a first video. The topic, as you see, is Are you ready for the future? And I put the number 4 in there as a symbol for those who are occult or esoteric will understand 4 is a divine number. It holds the cardinal cross, the 4 elements, major elements, that is. Are you prepared for what is to come? Have you been bullshitting all your life? Have you been pushing things under the rug? What have you been doing? So I have this globe in front of me. Where are we going to go today? Where does the wind stop? We know not of which it comes and to where it's going, but yet we know it is blowing. All right, my beautiful people. So much has happened just in this year alone. So much has happened in this month alone. I know a lot of people are questioning themselves, questioning the things around them, or some people are just oblivious to what's actually going on and are living their dream or what they say their best lives. You know, people fail to realize how they affect the world around them by the things that they do, the things that they say. I don't think they understand that everything has a consequence, whether that be bad or good. It's up to you to choose what the end result will be. So, there's a couple of things that have been bothering me with the conscious community, with just society as a whole. Seemingly being truthful or telling the truth, you are deemed mean, unacceptable, or not needed. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you without the truth, there's nothing. You have people running from the truth, embracing all lies. That stops today. Someone mentioned that the Red Horse was released yesterday. I somewhat concur. I'll give you an example. I'm on an interview, entering back into the workforce post COVID, and the interviewer asked me a question stating, well, we have a certain sect of people who are treated unfairly, and we need an employee to go to bat for them. How would you handle a situation where a certain person is being treated unfairly? I'm not going to mention the particular group that he discussed. However, I feel a lot of companies and just people in general forget what should be asked and what should not be asked, what's legal and what's just simple commentary, what's your opinion and what is fact. That line damn near has vanished. And I don't know if he realized, but the particular sect that he was talking about is winning right now. And when I say winning, I'm saying if you go to your local store, your local business, maybe a small mom and pop shop or Fortune 500 company who promotes a name brand, i.e., Frigidaire. Everyone knows Frigidaire. However, that particular group that he mentioned is overflowed abundantly in the workforce. So much in that it has overtaken some other sector group of peoples in the workforce to where they have been marginalized. Now, don't get me wrong when it comes to the quote unquote big government, everyone is a target. And I don't care what sect of nationality you are in or that you claim, if you are not with them, you are against them. So it was highly perplexing for me to even want to continue this interview knowing that this interviewer said such an illegally asked question. That's like for you mothers or fathers out there who have experienced an interviewer asking you, well, do you have any schedule conflicts in the near future that might hinder you from, say, continuing training or starting this job? More or less, they're asking, do you have kids? And if so, do you have a backup babysitter? I even had interviewers come out to literally say, do you have children? Not knowing those are illegal questions to ask and grounds for suit. Now, that's not promoting inclusiveness, inclusivity. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. Well, that's not being inclusive. If you're only wanting to hire someone who doesn't have children, I don't know about you, but everyone on this damn planet got here because two people decided to make a child. See, that's again, quote unquote, the big governments or the big honchos who create laws but don't follow them themselves. Obviously, even if I didn't have a child or not, I need to create some type of income to provide for my damn self. Either I be a child of God, child of Buddha, child of Jesus, child of my mother and my father. I still have to provide. So, what's the difference in me having children? Honestly, to me, a person who has children will be more valuable to me than someone that doesn't. Depending on the business. And I say that because when you have something to lose, that gives you that much more initiative to do what you're doing. Have an end goal. Have, I don't know, the initiative to keep going. You have a reason to live. So, a person who has children who needs to provide not just for themselves, but for them food, shelter, clothing is going to want to work to continue to keep that going. And to hinder that means you're evil, means you're not human, means you're not thinking about the world around you, which goes back and ties into what I was mentioning earlier, how people are just oblivious to the world around them. They forget what they put out does affect the next one. And then eventually, like a boomerang, will be returned onto them. Some coin the term, what you put out is what you get, to Sir Isaac Newton's three laws of energy. Well, if you're an anthropologist going out in the field and just observing whatever it is that you observe, eventually will have an effect on you. So, not only what I see, I become. If it's around you, it's about you. That's what we would say in the hood. You guilty by association. You're a product of your environment. Well, if my environment is always filled with lies, tyranny, hate, jealousy, and confusion, then I should expect that in everywhere that I go. As the interviewer will ask questions, if you have children, and how that will affect your performance on the job. Ignorantly enough, not understanding, aren't children our future? Providing a way for someone to feed their family, isn't that keeping the cycle of the world spinning, turning? Isn't that what it's all about? But no, because of all this evilness, you can literally have a person ask you a question straight up and down. Do you got kids? Because I'm looking for somebody that doesn't. I need you to be here whenever I tell you to be here. Work whenever I tell you to work. For how much I tell you to work. No questions asked, please and thank you. Yeah, that's the world we live in. We live in a world where certain people are not able to make high levels of income based on their hue. And when I say hue, I need all of you to do your research. Google HUE. Those with a specific hue are not able to enjoy life of liberties, free and from restraint. Some are just to be kept down and never to reach their fullest potential. And some actually give in to that, thinking they're nothing, what we're lazy, 3/5 of a human being, you know, things of that nature. And it hurts because a lot of people believe that. Actually, majority of people believe that. Let's take, for instance, with these masks. I'm not for or against it because, like a double-edged sword, it's needed sometimes. And then others, it's meant to be put away. So, to not cause strife, as what you Bible thumpers will say, put it on. Go in peace. But for those who believe government starts in the home, for those who feel they are their own God, then you will be deemed as rebellious. But it's an eye opener for anyone. Are you just going to do what you're told? Or are you going to do what you feel is right? And that can be a conundrum. Sometimes doing what you're told is right. And sometimes standing up for what you believe in is wrong. Life is beautiful that way. View the aesthetics in every situation. There's always opportunity to learn. So that's why there's no more excuses. No more excuses with people choosing to live in ignorance, people choosing to sweep things under the rug and not standing up for what is right. Well, guess what? That's why I stated I concur with the red horse that has been released, because the balance is here. Maya has opened the scales. Is it your heart or the feather? Which one will be weighed? Is it your spirit or your mind? Is it your body or your actions? What is it that you do to be a part of this world? We all take energy every day that we wake up. So we must one day give it back. We have to. Referencing Avatar, the movie, beautifully put. Regardless if they stole others' pedigree, ideology, it's true. One day, all the energy that we borrowed, we will have to get back. So that's why you have to become conscious, meaning being aware of your surroundings, what you do. Yes, I might have asked this person if they had children, because I don't need a person right now that has children to fit the needs of my business. However, when the recession comes around or just another physical quarter, now you can't continue your business the way that you're used to doing it because times have changed. You refuse to go along with change and stay stagnant, if you will, or stickler in your ways, seeing things how you wanted to see things versus seeing things how it's been presented. And let me tell you, for all you average folks right now, this is your test. What y'all put out is exactly what y'all reaping. I promise you. And then on the flip side, for all of those who have been steadfast, standing up for righteousness, standing up for what you believe in. I don't even care if you're racist and you believe in your ethnicity was the only ethnicity here before any others. Stand on that. Be true to what you believe in. Don't waver, but understand the ramifications of your actions. A man that knows something knows nothing. And the man that knows nothing has the opportunity to learn. Each one teach one. This is the age of information, so there's no excuse. There's so many YouTube pages, YouTubers who have exactly what you're looking for. When I was growing up, we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have Facebook. Shit, we barely had computers. I'm an 80s baby. 80s baby. And you see my baby waking up. So I'm going to end it here so I can continue my motherly duties.